Hello and welcome everybody to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Breaking News Business. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on all our social networks and to catch us every day by logging onto our website, mexiconewsnetwork.com, for relevant stories and news. Let's start with today's show. Among the hundreds of companies bidding to build US President Donald Trump's southern border wall, one four-member concern stands out. It's from Mexico. EcoVelocity, based in the central city of Puebla, claims it can provide cheap industrial LED lights for the project, which has sparked outrage from Mexicans. Theodore Ataya, EcoVelocity's owner, is of Egyptian descent, settled in Mexico nearly 20 years ago. He believes his firm can undercut competition by providing LED lights imported from China. It would only be on the Mexican side because I don't think we'd be allowed to work on the other side, Ataya said in an interview. They said they only wanted American products. EcoVelocity is the only bidder registered in Mexico, possibly a sign of the depth of feeling against the barrier south of the border, where there's been a surge in patriotism triggered by Trump's repeated antagonism towards the country. Moving on. Agricultural firms are set to invest $1.5 billion this year in modernization and development, according to the president of the National Agricultural Council. In an interview with the newspaper Milenio, Bosco de la Vega Valladolid said the investment would focus on boosting protected farming, such as greenhouses, pressurized irrigation systems, revamping of storage facilities, and logistics and certification strategies. De la Vega said the boom being experienced by the industry, with exports worth almost $30 billion a year, has attracted entrepreneurs from other industries who are eager to capitalize on it. Commenting on international trade issues, he said it was more important than ever to complete a healthy renegotiation of NAFTA, given the failure of the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. The CNA president stressed that Mexico must diversify its exports towards the Asian market. A nation such as South Korea, for example, imports $29 billion worth of produce, of which only $900 million comes from Mexico. He believes that that figure could easily be doubled in a couple of years, with an adequate strategy, fewer tariffs, or even by signing a free trade agreement with that country. In other headlines, according to the Secretariat of Economic Development of Baja California, Samsung will maintain its investment in the region and will create 200 new jobs this year. Samsung Mexico plans to remain in Tijuana and has no intention of moving its production plant anywhere else, confirmed the Secretariat of Economic Development of Baja California. This was in response to information released by the US newspaper The Wall Street Journal, in which it mentioned that the South Korean company intends to move part of its manufacturing in Mexico to the United States. This sounded alarm bells in different states of the country where the company operates, among them Baja California and in particular Tijuana. A couple of years ago, the company announced that it would invest $100 million in Tijuana to continue with its 5-year project until 2019, and in this way create at least 1,000 new jobs. In its Tijuana plant, the company produces smart TV and LCD screens, and last year, Samsung produced 18 million televisions there. And finally, let's check the markets. The Mexican peso decreased 0.52% to 19 from 19.21 in the previous trading session. IPC Mexico increased 0.81% to 47,470 from 47,088 in the previous trading session. This was all for today. Thank you for staying with us. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and you can stay tuned by logging on to mexiconewsnetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Until next time.